Hey y'all, this is Kenya of Police Creations. Got a little haul for you today. So yes, I was out in these Dollar General streets this morning. I hit up about 5 stores, I think it was. I didn't even really plan on hitting up too many stores. I just knew I had one store that I had been watching, and it had some things in there that I wanted. And I was like, well, if they become a penny, then I'll go back and get it. So I get up every morning at 6 o'clock because I have to take my son to work, and he has to be to work for 7. So the Dollar General that I wanted to go to was on that side of town where he worked at, and I was like, I'm not going home because it takes me about 15 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes to get back to the house. Then by the time I made it back to the house, it's been time for me to turn back around and go back up that way. So I went to the Walmart up that way, and I just walked around Walmart for a little while. And so I got to Dollar General, y'all. It was like 7:55 or something like that. It was about 9 cars in the parking lot. And I was like, oh my God, what are they giving away? Government cheese? Like, what the hell? So they opened the doors, and there was this one shopper. I don't know if it was a man or a female. It was a man or a very burly female. I don't know. But anyway, that person that motherfucker was, excuse me, y'all, I'm sorry. That person was running. And I was like, baby, why are you running? So, she went over on the table that they have sitting out there. And so I just V-lined to where I wanted to go get what was those candles. All those candles right there. I knew all those candles were there because I had went and I had got some more candles there. And I was like, well, the little donut candles, I was like, I don't really want them. But if they here for a penny, I'll buy them, right? So, yeah, I don't even know what happened just then. But anyway, so I went ahead and I went down there and I got the little donut candles. And by the time I made it back around there where she was, that buggy was full of stuff. I mean, like the paper plate stuff, she just picked up the whole container and just dumped it in a buggy. And anything else, she just dumped it in the buggy, dumping in the buggy, dumping in the buggy. I was like, oh, okay. So I was just grabbing, I wasn't just on a frenzy. It was certain things that I wanted and certain things I just knew I had no use for. I don't care if it did cost a penny. I didn't have no use for it. So my house is full of enough stuff. So I was like, I'm not just going to be just picking up stuff. So I was sitting there just casually looking at stuff. And she was like, oh, so you just like not really shopping, huh? I said, no, I'm shopping, but I don't need all that mess in my house. Then, she would say, well, I donate to the such and such and such. So I said, well, I'm happy for you, sister. And so I walked around a couple more times to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then I went ahead and checked out. But she had one bucket full, and when I was checking out, she got another bucket. But apparently, this is something she do every Tuesday because they knew her. She was like, my bucket over there. They was like, okay. She said, I'm gonna get another bucket. The man was like, all right, go ahead. And then she went and grabbed all the pool noodles. I said, now what you gonna do with all them? She talking about they use them for packing or something to that nature. I was like, oh, whatever. Okay. So I paid for my stuff. I think that first store I paid, I spent about 56 cents. 56 cents or something like that. 64 cents. It was something to that effect. But anyway, these are the things that I got. Like I say, I was able to, as you can see, one store I got this one lonely cup. One lonely cup. And that's the only thing that I got out of this store. Well, no, that is not the only thing, but this is the only penny item that I got out of this store. And then another store I found this one lonely cup. And then I was able to get those candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 candles. Plus that one big candle back there. And then I was able to get this cup. And then I found this just hanging around. And then I found one of these. And I already have a couple of these here. I was able to score about 3 of these. One of each color. The Dolly Parton cup. A lot of these tabletop decor items, and I have some I bought at 25 cents. That says Home Sweet Home. That one said Let's Stay Home. So here says A Happy Home. Take More Chances. Choose Joy. Happiness Comes in Waves. I found a butterfly. This that says Home. This that says Home Sweet Home. I got 3 of these. I got some of these. This says Stay Rooted. I don't know what this is. A coral reef, maybe. I don't know. Choose Joy. And then these 2. This tabletop decor. Everything seems to be home thing, right? This tabletop decor. This that says hello. Oh. Yeah, I have the spirit to mess. I'm about to put this stuff up. And that's to say Stay Rooted. Now, I found these little gnomes. And I was looking at them and I was like, bro, what am I going to do with you? I was like, oh, well, you're a penny. I guess I'll take you with me. So I got 6 of these little gnomes. I was able to get one of these little vases. I got about 6 of these. I put the lamb's ear, a little wreath decor. So I got about 6 of these. I got a Dolly Parton creamer cup. This is just say stuff. I don't know what that is. I guess these little trinket trays or something like that. It's got a bee on it. A mushroom. I was able to get a Dolly Parton little cup. Now, the first store, I got this at the first store, and she grabbed them all. There was one left, so when that one that was left, I just went back there and grabbed it myself. And then I was able to get this. I think it's like a candle holder. I got this, which is pretty to me. And then I was able to get this one also. I found some of these. I guess this was the gaming. This thing says Happy Valentine's Day. Y'all see that? So like, how long they had this in the store? But I was able to score some of these. I got about 6 or 7. I'm not gonna pull them all from over there. And y'all, I don't know why I got all this, y'all, but look, I got all these freaking saucers. I was like, so they put the saucers on sale, but why not give me the cups and the plates that go with it too? Let me make a good set out of it. But I'm gonna sit down. So I got the saucers, and they had this one. It was another one too, the geometric one, but I don't think I saw those. But I was able to get those. The one that looked like this. And there's a lemon one, y'all. It's way at the bottom. I can't get to it. But it's one with the lemon on it. And is that all I got out of there? That's about it. That's all that I was able to score today. But I was in there. I also found these. And I love the way they smell. So I got 4 of these. And I found this body wash. And it smells so clean. It's a very clean scent. I got 2 of those. And I grabbed this watermelon hibiscus body wash out of the Dollar General. Now, what's so funny is this third store I was into. The third store. That's where I got most of these plates from. When I walked in, I saw the plates. I already knew they weren't clean, so I grabbed them and I put them in my buggy. And the manager come around the corner. She said, "Hey, did you get to find some stuff?" I said, "Yeah, I got a little some." She said, "Yeah, I pulled most of the stuff that I could see." She said, "But like all that stuff over there," and she was pointing at the dish. She said, "I wasn't finna scan all that stuff." So she said, "Have at it. Find what you can find." Um, and then she say, "I got some throw pillows over there too." Cause she said, "Cause I didn't look at the throw pillows." Then she looked down there. She said, "I see two, man. I see two right now." She said, "But I don't know if they're on sale or not." And it was two tropical pillows. One was pink, and I can't remember what the other one looked like. But they were not. They were green dot, but they didn't. They were not clearance stats. So, oh well. And then I went to another one, y'all, and I found this hanging plants. What that thing is? Pot. It's a hanging pot. Now I walked in. Actually, was walking in looking for some hand sanitizer. Y'all, I cannot find those hand sanitizers. Well, I have found some, the green and the yellow. And every time I go to them, the only colors that I seem to find is the green and the yellow. And I don't want green and yellow. I want the other colors, but. So I walked in looking for that, and then I walked and I saw that they had some more little trinkets. So I grabbed the little trinkets and I saw the little bucket, and I just threw them off in the bucket. And I knew it was a planter, so I was like, it should probably be a penny also. So I get up to the register and I was like, I told him, I said, "I don't know how much this costs, but I just put my stuff in it." And so he asked the man, he said, "Is this a penny?" She said, "It probably is, but since it don't have a tag, I can't sell it to her." And I was like, okay. Then she comes up, I guess they used to people complaining. She comes up being very apologetic and explaining, "I guess if it had a tag, I could sell it to you, but since it don't have a tag, I can't just sell it to you." I said, "Girl," I said, "I'm not thinking about that bucket." I say, I grabbed it to put my stuff in, and I didn't know if it was on sale or not. That's why I asked him. I said, "If it is or if it ain't, that's none of my concern." I said, "So you don't have to be apologetic. It's okay." She started laughing. I said, "It's not that major to me." But yeah, this is my little haul, y'all. This is what I got, and I hope you guys found some good stuff. I did see some of you shorts, and some of y'all got some really, really good stuff, like the wall shelves and those baskets and stuff like that. It's like that stuff goes so fast here. These people be on it. They be on it. But yeah, so I know it was some that I did not hit that I was thinking about in the morning. I might go just to see what's out there, because I went to the city over from my city and I hit those up. I didn't even hit any up in my city. I kind of already knew it wasn't much there, but you never know. So I'm gonna try in the morning and see what holds for me at the Dollar General. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and y'all have a wonderful day.